So in this video, I'm going to go over what I have in my savings and debt folder. So to begin with, I do actually have these couple of printouts. Not sure why they're in this folder. I will probably be moving them. But this is just for the fixed expenses. So I have the date of when the money will come out my bank. I have what the money is for and then how much it is. And so I will be using this out of my bank and just when my money comes in, just automatically transferring that and then withdrawing most of the other in cash, I guess. I have also included this buffer of £19. So that's just if some of the bills are more expensive that month. But if not, it can just build up so I have, more than like £1 in my bank. So I just thought that'd be a good way to build up the bank a little bit. And then I also just have a varied expenses, so those in my pink folder, just a rough amount of how much they are each month, because for example fuel doesn't really vary much. Now on to my savings. So the first one is for my sofa. Like I said, I have just bought my first house and I did get this on a buy now pay later 12 months interest free, and also holiday, so for complicated reasons, but basically because people are helping me out with labour and stuff for my house, I will be paying for 3 people to go on this family holiday, even though it is just me I should be paying for. But yeah, and as you can see, I have started to make the trackers to put in the envelopes, and this is basically just so I can keep track of how much I'm spending and how much of the target I have left. I've just made these myself, so they're not too exciting, but it will help me keep track. I have a folder for holiday spending money, that's only £200, but I won't be prioritising that. And then I have a folder for dad debt, so this is where my dad helped me fix my car a couple of months ago, and I still owe him that money. I also have a folder for money that I owe to my mum, so this is a little bit more. This is for a couple of things, through like the house buying process and stuff like that. And in total I do actually owe her £2,200. But with these trackers that I just mentioned, I have made 4 instead of just 1. And the reason I did this was so that I could have smaller amounts on the tracker. I thought it'd be more exciting just to basically see that you ticked another tracker off, basically. And yeah, it would just motivate me. And also, there are only 1,000, 500, 500 and 200, so it means that the amounts I have to put in are a lot less, which I thought was more likely than me being able to afford, say, £30 in one go. So that's basically the reason for me splitting them up. It's more the motivation, and just I'd rather tick it off 3 times than have to find £30 basically. So yeah, that's the money I owe my mum. And then I have this folder for my emergency fund. So I am aiming to save £3,000. Again, I've used multiple trackers for this. I know Dave Ramsey says to save £1,000, pay off your debts, and then save for 3 to 6 months. I'll probably look to try and get £1,000 while paying off my debts, and then just keep building up and up, because 3,000 will not cover to 3 to 6 months expenses anyway. And then I have car insurance, so this is £500. That has been what it's been in the past with all the additional add-ons, but I have seen people are having their car insurance increase this year, so we'll see if that still covers it. I have car tax, and I did make this a bit more exciting by making it a car instead of a circle. And then I have a car maintenance folder, so I'm looking to save £500 in this folder, and that is exactly because I have my MOT coming up in a month or 2, and I will be needing this folder likely for repairs to my car, because there's always something wrong with it. It is an older car, but in the future I plan to be using this instead of my emergency fund, basically because, like I said, it's an older car, then I can pay for the repairs. Then I have an MOT folder, so that is just for the price of the actual MOT itself. Then I have birthdays, so even though I already have the ones in the month in this pink folder here, I would like to try and save ahead. So between my parents, my siblings, my best friend, my nieces and nephews, I typically spend about £500 on people for their birthdays, so I'd like to try and build up almost like a year in advance basically. And for Christmas I tend to spend the same, so £500 again. Haven't got anything saved for this Christmas yet, so we'll see how that goes. Gifts, this is just a couple £100 for any extras. So for example, like my friend that's going to be moving house soon, it will come out of there for like a housewarming present basically. Then I have a home maintenance folder, so this is just £500 as a start. Plan for it to be stuff like fixing the boiler, but realistically I'll prioritise the house renovation costs at the minute. And I guess it's similar with mortgage overpayments, like it's something I would like, but it's not something that I'm going to start paying into yet, because like I say, it's not fair. I have people to pay back first. But yeah, and then I have fuel receipts folder and a food shop receipts folder. This is a fuel receipt from yesterday, so I've just popped it in there anyway. But they're just something that I would like to keep track of, see how much I'm spending and how often. So I just thought it'd be a good place to keep them basically, so I know where they are. And then I have a savings challenges folder. So I don't really have much planned yet. I do have a penny challenge, so like I said, any coins below 50p I'll probably automatically put into that challenge in the tin. And then I have a bills buffer, so this is for the £19 that will hopefully remain in my bank each month. I will just tick off as and when I add to that basically. And then I just had extra space on my piece of paper basically when I was printing, and I've just done a £100, 500 and another £500 tracker, and I probably won't be using them anytime soon, to be honest, but yeah, I will be adding to them throughout my cash stuffing journey. And that is all for now. That's all that's in this folder. I look forward to doing my first cash stuffing with you guys.